All right, we're back with game one of week 7 for the Gold League. Conduit Esports on the blue side, taking on AK Jasmine Dragons on the red side. Already, Kaisa Volibear, Poppy, and Trundle taken away. So we're definitely seeing the jungles being pinched as we see 4 bans in the first 6 being the jungle. Uh, no one can split jungle this game, apparently, Fury.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't like going against Zach Volibear. He also hates playing Zach most of the time.
And
But
they
Trundle is
played
his
Trundle
main
Poppy as
player.
well.
Yeah,
Yep,
he plays
yep.
a
So
ton of Poppy.
the Warwick's still up. The Amumu's still up for them. They banned the Zax. Probably won't see that, but there's also a potential Viego pick that we see a little bit in the Champo Black Eyed Peas, but I'm
Hmm.
assuming that's not going to come through just yet. But Corky
I don't
first
think
picked
so.
for Conduit Esports, so that'll be piloted by JJH in the mid lane, and that's one of the main picks that you see JJH play it right now.
I'm just surprised that like Jinx hasn't been grabbed yet, and they're prioritizing the Zaya Rakan here on Jasmine Dragon's
Yeah,
side. I
so
mean,
Jasmine
Jinx is
Dragons
popping off.
doesn't actually play a lot of Jinx, which is I thought was pretty interesting right now. So tends to be more of a Jin Varus player, Bam in the bot lane that is right now. So, but want to
Yeah, I
go with the
always think
Zyra
it's
Khan,
weird.
and that's a good 2v2 bot lane. So we'll see kind of
Mhm.
what they play. But that kind of leaves out for Conduit Esports to pick pretty much whatever they want here.
Yeah, I
And
always
it's
think it's
also
weird when like people don't kind of. I understand you want to play the champs that you're comfortable with, but when a big patch comes out and champions are very popular and very strong, they're
mhm.
strong for a reason, right? You should start putting games into those champs once that happens.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100% agree with you there. And which could be interesting because we did see the patch come through with a slight Lucian buff. So I wonder if we see Lucian Nami kind of heading into playoffs at any point in time. We see the Swain locked in for Conduit Esports. So we're assuming that's going to be a Swain support with the Amumu
Or
jungle. So a lot of damage so far and decent engage right now for Black Eyed Peas on that Amumu pick.
yeah, oh, I was gonna say the J4 coming through,
I
but
like the J4 more than what
yeah,
I think I like it most out of what they're picking. But
yeah, Zyra Khan's gonna be
Twisted
doing
Fate's a
very
pretty
well with
big
them.
pick right now. And I think Twisted Fate is actually decent answer. Twisted Fate with the Zybercon bot lane. That's a good combo and kind of get out the map. But because mine didn't update as fast, it is Viego.
Viego.
So
Yep.
I mean that's a decent pick. But at this point, AK Jasmine Dragons need to pinch ADC pool from Conduit Esports here to try to make it uncomfortable in the bot lane for them for genetics. Because I mean, Sivir's up right now, Ziggs is up right now. But if you pinch those two, that's almost all of genetics pool at the moment. But they're gonna go with the top lane Wukong Bang, it looks like.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of kind of understandable against Kappa Crusader. I think there's other top laners you can take out of here as well. I think a big thing to do would be get rid of an ADC because I'm sure that's Corky mid,
They have to
right?
ban Sivir here, right? Because
Sivir,
genetics plays
Jinx.
Ziggs next. I don't
Yeah.
see genetics playing a lot of Jinx. The Kali ban
Yeah, but
comes
how hard
through
is it to
as
play
well.
Jinx?
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But Sivir does such a good job with this comp right now, right? Just everyone
True.
just press R and run at people. And Ziggs is the most played pick after, or right before Sivir. So remove the Sivir, they're going to play a champion that they're not super comfortable on,
GP.
or force them into the Ziggs, and you just build MR boots against that comp, and you win the game.
Right. Exactly. You don't really have to worry too much about it because most AP and then the hybrid AP. Cassiopeia getting played last night. We saw her do very well with it.
hmm
Echo, I think I like Echo a little bit more. I think Echo would have been better if you had a J4.
Yeah, I mean, action was hovered. Action's in a decent spot right now and does
I don't.
really well in the quirk.
Is it Annie?
Is that
Eh?
Annie lock in? I don't know if I like the Annie as much, but it's good engage. Kind of a
Hold on, they're
wombo
typing in
combo
chat.
coming out of
I
AK
feel
Jasmine
like
Dragon.
that's yeah. I was gonna say I feel like that's someone being very slow over there. It's Zareth, not Annie.
Zareth. Okay. That's something we haven't actually seen in a while, and
Yeah.
if they're able to hit the skill shots on the Zareth, then it could be a decent
I
shot,
don't know
you
how
know?
much of a fan I am with Zareth
Mhm.
into that because he's got no escapability
Yeah,
against the
but
Moo if he comes
Xerath
around a
does do
corner.
well into Corki actually. Like is able to kind of sustain and poke out the Corki who is a little shorter range in the
Sure.
first early levels. So Xerath does all right in the laning phase, but MF locked in. So Conduit Esports, I feel it is a very easy 5v5 to pull off, right?
I think Janet would be
Amumu
good
goes
here
in, Swing
potentially.
goes in, Corki with the package over the top. Yep,
Oh,
Ornn
never mind.
with
It's good. That's
the
right.
long range engage should be able to
Top
kind of. Oh,
Victor top. They're bringing that back.
yeah,
So yeah,
that's
MF with
interesting.
Swain bot lane, Corky mid, Amumu
Mhm.
jungle, Ornn top versus who do
And
we
they're
have in
hovering
the top
Shen.
lane?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the Shen pick here. Uh, Annie's not. I feel like Annie does a lot of burst, but I just don't know if I like the. I don't know something
Xerath.
about that interact or not. It's Seraph. My apologies. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. I just don't know how I feel about the Xerath with the Shen combo right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's good to kind of try to keep the Xerath alive, but you're going to do a lot of poking, and Desire, Rakan, and Viego are not meant to be in these kind of poke compositions. So it's going to be a little awkward. They're going to be looking for skill shots off the front. And then Conduit Esports, whenever they feel like it's go time, Xerath walks a little too far forward. It's just press the go button, dog pile onto the carries, and win the fight. So that's my take on it. So I prefer Conduit Esports draft here. What are your thoughts,
Same.
though, Fury?
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think Jabs and Dragons. I think a J4 would have been better in the jungle. I think
Yeah.
a Echo would have been better in the mid lane. Maybe not necessarily into the Corki. I don't think he has the greatest time, but as of overall team comp, I think it works a lot better, especially if you're wanting to go the Shen. I think he fits into that kind of matchup better than anything else right now. Because
Hmm.
what's he going to do? Alt Rakan when he uses the quickness to go in.
Fair. Yeah.
Maybe Alt Viego when he tries to go for a dive
Hmm.
in, but other than that, there's really not a whole lot you can do because Viego's can be very squishy, and I mean Rakan will probably be your best bet because he has shielding.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've talked about the draft. This is a must win for both teams as they are fighting for playoff spots here. It's game one. We're going to throw to a quick break. And when we are back, it'll be Conduit Esports taking on AK Jasmine Dragons. Don't go anywhere.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are back onto the Rift here. Getting a little bit late on it, no problem on there. We're still getting right into the matchup. My name is Fury. I'll be on color, joined by Traxon on the play-by-play. This game is actually going to be sponsored by Kisses and Thugs. Getting onto the Rift here with that 2-month resubscription. Thank you so much for your support. But Traxon's hungry, so I'm going to stall for as long as possible until he has stuffed his face. Standard 5-point setup here. Saya Rakan hanging out close together on the bot side here. Oh, a little bit
Oh,
of
that's
disrespect
toxic.
there.
That's
Dobbs
Dobbs. What
with
are you
the
doing?
disrespect. That was messed up.
I hope Black Eyed Peas camps. Just camp them. That was so toxic. So BM at level 1. Dobbs still on this Aerith with the barrier. So if JJH and Black Eyed Peas are able to kind of force some inopportune backs on Dobbs, they could have a little bit of an issue in this game here.
Oh, they definitely could. Sorry, I just had to step away from my computer real quick. My
Oh,
dog was
good.
trying to get into my room. Yeah, I think this game, we were talking about it earlier. I think it's going to be a 2-1. It could very obviously go a completely different way, but I think this game is going to be very close. They can't let Dobbs just scale and get away with whatever he wants. However, on the flip side of that, you can't let JJH scale up either because he is quirky.
Yeah, and something that I kind of find interesting, both ADCs look like they're going to be going lethality here in the bot lane. And a call selected on JJH. Just kind of try to farm it out in the mid lane, survive against the poke from Dobbs. Hitting a little bit back, but I don't know. How do you feel this bot lane plays out here?
If I'm honest, I'm looking at Old Man Genetics and Grand Fate. I don't know how well
They did a push
Swain
for
and
this level
MF
2.
synergize together, but we obviously know how well
There it
Zyra
is.
Khan do.
Oh,
They're going in.
Close. The root does land, though. The exhaust.
Ignite?
The ignite goes down, my apologies. A flash comes out, and it is first blood in the 2v2 lane. Damn, Attack Titan picked that one up. AK Jasmine Dragons strike first, but a gank in the mid lane. Dobbs forced the flash. Oh, can't get the sidestep on the second bandage. The barrier is still there. And it's 1-1 just like that across the map. So AK Jasmine Dragons strike first, but are answered a few seconds later.
I guess Black Eyed Peas was listening to you when you told them to camp him, and that's pretty much what I predicted would happen. Zareth, as much as you were talking about, how he would do okay in a laning,
That's an
he probably won't do
isolated
too
laning
well
phase.
into that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Black Eyed Peas.
definitely a problem that they have to deal with here. Yep. Insomniac trying to get that seal away. Black Eyed Peas going in, but the roam is not there. What are you doing? You're so deep in enemy jungle. Black Eyed Peas trying to stall. The flash comes through.
God,
Black
that took
Eyed Peas
way
picks
too
up
long.
that kill. 2-0 on the Amumu. Insomniac, what were you thinking? Both your lanes were pushed. Orin had the push in the top lane. Cap Crusader was able to flash down, save the jungler, and you gave a whole bunch of buffs over. Ill-advised, invade, and they're playing off the back foot right now.
Yeah, that was not the greatest of it. At the same time, that was a very, very long roam from Crusader or JJH, who should have been on the scene.
Yeah, a little bit faster. Yeah,
ago.
A little bit low, but it is. They're going back in.
We're starting
Genetics.
to lose you, by the way. You're kind of cutting in and out on us.
Am I good now?
Yep, good now.
Dying a little bit. Okay. We had a big fight in the bot lane as the 2v2 goes still in favor of AK Jasmine Dragons, and 500 gold in the top of the map falling apart for AK Jasmine Dragons, but their bot lane is standing strong right now. And saying that coming up in the top lane, that's going to be a dead Capper Crusader, no flash. They picked that one back up, so looks like they're also starting the dragon or the scuttle. My apologies.
Ooh,
not dragon. Scuttle by the dragon pit. Yep. Not going to get that. A little bit of damage back on JJH, and these two teams are battling it out. JJH does not have flash. One more auto attack. Attack Titan will pick that one up. Great roam from the support, but you wonder.
Jackson.
Am I good?
You keep cutting out a little bit. You're back now, but in the middle, like you'll kind of go by your.
Oh, I think it's my internet. I think my internet is struggling just a little bit here, but we'll do what we can with what we got.
Yeah, it looks like Bam gonna take a back after that. You don't want Attack Titan to be getting all. off of that, but you'd like Dobbs, I think, to at least have the kill off of it with him playing Xerath. He needs to really scale, get as far up as he possibly can, and Vandal not taking the greatest trade into Kappa Crusader there. Traxxas, okay. I think we have lost Traxxas for the time being. I will continue on. Show must go on. We're fine. Kappa Crusader was more in the river at the moment. So if he would be top of try rush, he understand that he could easily be ganked. So doesn't look like he's trying to push out too fast. Good to get the TP out from Vandal though, and it looks like a setup in the bush here, trying to bushwhack Attack Titan. But that's not going to work. He is going to go ahead and dash right out of there. He's going to go back in, though, with a grand entrance. Get a nice double knockup. Old Man Genetics forced to flash away, but it looks like we're going to see Black Eyed Peas pick up the kill onto Attack Titan. That's going to be immediately traded back there by Insomniac on this Viego. Trying to pick up another kill on Old Man Genetics. One auto attack, one more will do it. Black Eyed Peas, no mana, though. Won't be able to try to pick up a kill under that tower. Could not get a bandage toss out. So a very nice play. They go 1 for 1. That's, on the supports though, so
that's about as much as
really
they can hope for.
Yeah,
as well. Yeah, Attack Titan going back in did have the jungler backup, but Insomniac was trailing behind Black Eyed Peas. So Black Eyed Peas noticing that, does go in, gets the Conqueror stacked up. 3 kills now on the Amumu tank. And yeah, you're gonna be tanky, but the 2-1 on Insomniac, picking up that dragon. JJH though, realizing I might be a little too deep here. Yeah. Good smite on Insomniac, but yeah, I mean, it's 800 gold right now for AK Jasmine Dragons, who have been playing off of the success of their bot lane thus far, and they're doing a great job with it right now.
Yeah, no, they really are. They were talking about it, earlier on, the records between both of these teams. AK Jasmine Dragons, technically a 1-win record over Conduit when they have a full roster. So slight advantage on that. They're looking very clean already. Like you said, about an 800 gold lead at the moment. 1 kill, 1 dragon. And I think Conduit need to get a little bit more proactive. Obviously, Black Eyed Peas has been doing very well so far. But the rest of his lane's not really holding up too well.
I think if you're Conduit, though, you're okay with this, right? JJH scales incredibly well. Kappa Crusader will become almost unkillable since it is a lethality Xayah. But hold up, we got a flash going. Attack Titan goes a little too deep. Old Man Genetics trying to run it out, and they will get it. Black Eyed Peas is in on the return. Does get the bandage toss past. Oh man, that was such a good job. Damn, not even luck that one up. But here comes the Shen flash. Vandal able to find that kill. Insomniac from a killing spree. Grand Fate goes down. Black Eyed Peas the next. It's 2 quick kills. Looking for Old Man Genetics, and under the turret, Dobbs will get that one. And what I was going to say is they're okay to like just kind of sit around, wait a little bit, but just like that, a whole bunch of kills going over to the carries. 4-1 now on Insomniac on that Viego.
Is there any reason why Black Eyed Peas didn't use the ultimate?
Maybe he's low on mana? That's what it looked like, maybe?
I don't think he was low enough on mana to not
But I agree. I think if they hit it on Insomniac and Bam, right? That's a two-man ultimate. Nothing Bam can do to get out of it because the Featherstorm was already down. And I think you're able to pick up those 2 kills before Vandal comes down and wreaks havoc on your backline. So I think that's a bit of a misplay if it was up and Black Eyed Peas had the mana for it. But nonetheless, what I was going to say is a little bit mute now because this is a sizable lead that they have now accrued for AK Jasmine Dragons in this game.
Right, yeah, it's a pretty big lead pre-10 minutes, if anything, almost 3,000
with
gold.
another
Here we go again.
Comes through Kappa Crusader with a dash, and the flash is burned. One more auto attack, Insomniac gets it 5-1 and 1 on the Viego.
Insomniac looking
off with
scary right now. You thought Black Eyed Peas was bad earlier. Well, now you get a little bit later, and Insomniac is just as strong. So they need to be careful. It's both these junglers right now that are really carrying this game, but Vandal 0-5 out of the 8 kills. Is sitting pretty nicely up top, about 20 CS above Kappa Crusader.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to have a big fight here. Insomniac fighting out with Black Eyed Peas. The ultimate goes through the Ornhorn comes down. It's a single knockup. Dobbs pops the barrier, but it's over the top. Old man Genetics doing a lot of damage to the Misfortune. JJH, one more auto attack. Vandrel will pick that one up. It's 2 for 2. The junglers and the mid laner are both down, but the supports have made it into the fight. The exhaust gets dropped onto Vandrel. Grand Fate trying to do enough damage before the pop comes through, and it's a clean
Give a
fight.
kill to Genetics,
2
please.
for 4 right now. Yep, they couldn't take down Genetics. Is free firing. Meanwhile, Bam on the bot side does get a lot of gold injected with the CS and the plates. So gold's still heavily favoring AK Jasmine Dragons here, but that's a lot of kills that you do not want to give over to Conduit here.
No, for sure.
Oh
Man,
no, the
even
flash
2K,
comes through.
and man,
Genetics is
what are you doing?
dead.
That was just a bad play. Around that pit, they definitely should have tried to get a kill onto Genetics, but at the same time, right there, Genetics. I don't know why he's standing so far forward.
It didn't have flash up
knowing
either.
Vader's coming up.
Just
Yeah,
came off cooldown after they died. Yeah.
Too risky.
Yeah. Definitely a little bit greedy. Bam might be caught out for being a little greedy, but Insomniac is in the area. But yeah, I mean, this has been a tale of Insomniac pretty much just playing better than Black Eyed Peas at the moment. Did kind of throw away with the invade earlier, but doing a great job and great mental to kind of come back from that misplay at like level 2, level 3.
Now, would you say that Insomniac is playing better than Black Eyed Peas? Would you say that his team individually and their lanes are playing better than Conduit in theirs?
I'd say a little bit both. I mean, I don't think Black Eyed Peas has done anything too terribly wrong, but I think it is on the Amumu picking some of these engagers when they win later on in the game. It looks like they're going to be going forward, though. They have found Dobbs.
Wow.
Great 1-2 combo to JJH and Black Eyed Peas. And just like that, Conduit strikes back. Vandrel does have the ultimate attack Titan going forward. Grand Fate goes golden. Bam in the back line, but it's a huge bullet time over the top. And just like that, 2 members today, Bam does get the flash out in time. Attack Titan running for their life as well. JJH, the root comes through. Attack Titan with a sliver of health. Genetics looking to try to get that. Oh, the flash comes through. That was dirty. Genetics picks that kill up. And just when we were praising AK Jasmine Dragons, a massive fight went for Conduit there.
From about 3,000 of a gold lead to 300 of a gold lead, narrowing down to making it even. A big turn shows how important a dragon fight is in this level here. You know, both of these teams trying to get into playoffs.
And we said it. Conduit Esports had the better draft. They have the easier 5v5, right? Dobbs gets caught out trying to find that poke angle, and with the package and Black Eyed Peas follow-up, it's just so easy to punish the Xerath here. I'm not a huge fan of this pick in the mid lane right now.
Yeah, there's just not enough movement on a team that has so much engage. Even if he was ulting and on the other side of the lane, Captain Crusader's still Ornn. He can still fire that Ornhorn on the other side of the map and knock Dobbs out of his ultimate, making him virtually useless as he was in that dragon fight there, because it was a 4v5 when Attack Titan, albeit hitting.
We'll get the bot lane though, so they do have that going for them. Slight lead now, about 1,000 gold for the Jasmine Dragons, and they are invading. Black Eyed Peas going to be potentially face checking in a 1v3. Grand Fate coming around the backside though, but Black Eyed Peas, so much damage is being done. One more shot from Xerath, not going to fight it. Attack Titan actually goes down to Grand Fate. Black Eyed Peas looking to try to get out of here. Yep, Bam goes low to Old Man Genetics as well. Grand Fate looking for the Viego. JJH is there, but with very low mana. Everyone will walk out with blinking health bars.
Wow, I can't believe Black Eyed Peas survived that. He should have been dead. I don't know what got him out of that, because I think at one point he was one auto attack away. And Insomniac just
couldn't close the gap. Yeah, it was close, but just couldn't. Good job playing on the blast cone though. Black Eyed Peas, fancy footwork, able to get out of there. And JJH continues to scale. 3-2 and 3 on the Corki, almost done with the call as well.
Yeah, almost done with the call, almost done on the Mana Moon as well. Whereas we could see Dobbs has the higher stacked Mana Moon, but didn't go for the full finish.
But Black Eyed Peas Here it comes. Dobbs gets the first root, trying to get the damage onto JJH, but it's going to be a solo kill. Black Eyed Peas just comes through and takes down Dobbs in the mid lane. That's the issue of playing Xerath so far forward.
Yeah, I think JJH hit him with maybe one rocket off of
Maybe
his
one
ult,
rocket. Yeah, that would make sense for the
which gave him
assist.
the assist. But even then, I don't think it was
It
like a
just would have been
big
a
one or
1v1.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't that much of a damage boost. I think he probably could have 1v1 him regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Amumu is a tank, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
No damage items, so why is he allowed to do that?
Good
Dobbs
question.
1-4 now. We see a dwindling lead that he had earlier on.
Yeah.
Top lane, same as well. Kappa Crusader narrowing the CS gap as well as the gold gap. He's only down about 60 gold at this point, where he was down quite a bit earlier
Mm-hmm.
on. What
Yeah,
do we have
and we
up next
see.
here?
I mean, we see
Some
Rift up
pings.
4 seconds. Yeah, I mean, great job at AK Jasmine Dragon. Swaps the bot lane to the top, so they should have priority on that. Meanwhile, we have JJH, who is in the bot lane. Vandal in the bot lane as well, but Teleport
Should
and
be.
Unleash teleports are up. So yeah, that's has to be AK Jasmine Dragon to be foolish on the side of Conduit Esports to contest that. Good macro play.
Yeah. No, very nice. I think it's possible they could have contested. They had Bullet Rain up. They had
Mm-hmm.
Black Eyed Peas there with the Curse of the
No
Sad
mid
Mummy.
laner though.
But you have to remember, no mid laner. Vanderall was on the bot side with the ultimate
Mm-hmm.
ready as well. So not quite the advantageous start they would have wanted to that fight. It would have easily turned back around in favor of AK Jasmine Dragons. Black Eyed Peas flash over
So
the wall.
oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, and then he.
Definitely
Oh.
big ultimate to burn down. The root comes through a little hypey, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that is a massive misplay, right? Amumu will have
Yeah,
the
that
ult
was
up in a minute
unfortunate.
30. Dragon's in 45 seconds, so which is really a bit of a misplay because JJH does get packaged right around now.
Mhm.
So you all you have to do is wait, use the ultimates, take the second dragon, but now it's AK Jasmine Dragons able to take that top lane turret and able to potentially get the mid one
Uh-oh,
before the
Genetics
dragon
is
as
dead.
well. Yep, Genetics is dead. The taunt comes through. The follow-up
Oh
damage
my
is there.
gosh.
Dobbs now is taking down Genetics. Grand Fate and JJH trying to do a little bit of damage, but won't. Oh, burns the package as well. Under the turret, Grand Fate. Here comes the Xerath. The shutdown. Dobbs gets that kill, trying to trade it back into attack Titan. They will get the return kill, but just a whole bunch of mistakes back to back to back have given AK Jasmine Dragons 2 turrets and their second Drake at the game.
Yeah, this should be their dragon unless Black Eyed Peas is able to come over with a snipe onto it, but I don't
True.
think he would
Capital
risk
Circuit looks
that.
like they might be
Ooh.
looking for this. This could get really interesting. Vandal goes in for the taunt. The damage, not really there. Capital Crusader goes down to half health. The Ornhorn gets dropped on one member. Vandal taken low, but there's no follow-up damage, so they have to
Up
back out.
JJH.
Just burning big ultimates and not really getting anything out of it. They aren't able to force that mid lane turret or anything like that. And I feel like AK Jasmine Dragons definitely looking like the more cohesive team in game one.
Macro wise, at the very least,
Mm-hmm.
if nothing, their macro is looking very good right now. Swapping around lanes, pulling aggro where they need to
Mm-hmm.
open up
That's a
another
lot of
lane
damage
and
on the
get a
turret.
tower off of it. Oh, Cap
Yeah.
Crusader taking a couple of tower shots as well. But that dragon fight was very precise from them,
Mm-hmm.
very well played. Off of, like you said, the back of a minor mistake up top by Black Eyed Peas, the bandage toss into Curse of the Sad Mummy with the flash. Full
Oh,
combo that would have
looking
been
for it
great
though.
there.
Curse
Oh,
the Sad Mummy
initiation.
in onto attack Titan, but that is. Oh, the flash comes to JJH Jessica. That takes a lot of damage though. They're looking for it. The Xerath trying to find the old man. Genetics forced to run away. The flash heal comes through, but the follow up, the stun under the turn. Sonic picks that kill up, looking for damage on a Grand Fate who goes golden, but it's not enough. Just like that, Black Eyed Peas able to save Grand Fate to support Dobbs. Looking for any outgoing damage on the Grand Fate. Will not get it with a Comet.
Oh my
And it's
gosh,
a
he's
2 for
so
2.
low, he's
Yeah.
burning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, wow, that was ridiculously close
These
for
fights are
Grand
going back and
Fate.
forth. And the main issue is Captain Crusader has not been there to initiate these fights. And Black Eyed Peas is able to find decent ultimates on this Amumu. But the problem is, Old Man Genetics has to stand still. So Dobbs just drops a whole bunch of DPS over the top of the Misfortune who's dropping the ultimate. And because Insomniac is able to follow up on that, your ADC is basically running for their life the whole time. So you have to fight forward when you are Conduit Esports because they're having to fight backwards. you're seeing AK Jasmine Dragons able to take some of these advantages in these 4v4 fights.
No, for sure. I mean, the way Jasmine's been playing, uh, looks very good.
Oh,
The
did he
problem
get that?
is, I think he did get it.
No, okay, yeah. Black Eyed Peas did secure that. I was worried that because Attack Titan was looking for it, but didn't quite catch it in the end there. It was close though. Yeah. I mean,
What was to
there's
say?
reward there, that's for sure.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I was gonna say. I think
They're clearing it
Conduit
now.
Esports, they need to get back to where they were earlier with the team fight
Hmm.
they had, pull it back together, not worry about the mistakes they made
I'm gonna be
already.
honest. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You are not quite on 2 items yet for genetics. JJH does not have that third item.
Mhm.
What is the point in fighting for this third Cloud Drake? It's Cloud Soul. Yeah, it's not a soul that you really want to give over, but you will have the better fight come the next dragon. Looks like they're going to Capra Crusader, looking to try to find. Oh, Insomniac does get rooted up. The Warhorn comes down, but it's under turret, so they're all just going to walk away at the end of the day. JJH does take some damage to the backside. The Xerath ultimate coming down, looking for JJH. The fancy feet dodges 2, dodges 3. Valkyrie's over the wall, does stay alive. What I was going to say is you have the better late game team fight on the side of Conduit. Just wait it out, farm it up, get your items, then contest the third Drake because they're down in gold right now. If they contest this Drake, they have a chance to give up the Baron as well.
Yeah, I would say in that situation, maybe just dance around the dragon and not really go all in for it. Um, Only because you don't really have to. Just keep them on their toes, make them like stall it out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe send someone top or mid to continue to push and see if you can get them back off the Drake. But I don't think you need to really make a big play for it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they can book it now. Maybe they can sag it over the wall with like a steal, but I don't think they need to throw away their lives. This is not the end of the game for them. I think there's a chance that they extend it a little bit and get these items. And I think with a well layered ultimates coming up, Black Eyed Peas, JJH, and Genetics, I think they can turn these fights around. Is you can see Dobbs has been doing a lot of damage because they've been engaging onto other carries. Dobbs doesn't have flash. Look for that, punish it, and they should be good to go.
Yeah, I think the problem is that teams will, when they're down, think they need to make this big
Yeah.
ultimate desperation play at 19 minutes into the game when
Mm-hmm.
all that will really do is it
Just
just
make it
coin
worse for
flips
you.
the game. If they
Yeah.
win, then they're about even in gold. They're not really up. They can't do anything with it
Mm-hmm.
because they got lucky off the win. Or they lose and now they're significantly farther behind and have no
Yeah.
chance to get back into the game.
I feel a lot of this comes to JJH and Kappa Crusader. They need to drop the Ornhorn onto Dobbs. It doesn't matter if you hit one person. Kill Dobbs early on in the game, right? JJH goes in, takes care of that. Then you can worry about Insomniac and Bam. But I think you have to prevent Dobbs from sitting around and poking you out. You see Dobbs in the mid lane. The rest of the team is in the bot lane. They're starting to see this in just a second. If they're going for this Drake, this could be an ill-advised dragon take. Dobbs has not moved in the area quite yet. The dragon's down to half health. Capra Crusader does find the knockup onto Insomniac. They will secure the dragon, but at what cost? It's a one-man Misfortune ultimate. Misfortune's already dead. JJH does take down the Zaya, trying to kite backwards, but here comes Capra Crusader. Does not find anyone with the Ornhorn. It's a 3v3 with the mid laners both alive, but JJH is
Oh,
very low. The
Insomniac.
stun comes through, and the Shen ultimate will keep him alive. Insomniac has taken down JJH, and they bit off a little more than they can chew. It is
Is that it? Are we done?
3.
It's finally
Yep,
over.
it is
3 for 3.
I believe it's 4 for 3.
Was it 4 for 3?
Because no, it's 3 for 3. My apologies.
3,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't know. That was a 3 for 3 without the 5-6 kill Xerath in that fight. So not exactly what you want. But again, just no focus on the long range artillery. Like
Yeah, you kind of
just
need
remove
Xerath
Dobbs from the
around
game
there.
and you're good to go.
Yeah, Dobbs is shredding people as Xerath. Xerath is one of my favorite mid lane champions, and I think he got one of my favorite buffs that was ever put into the game, and that's his ult being increased to
Yeah.
what was it, like 5k on every cast, no matter what. It doesn't just get bigger over time. Like he can do so much from so far away. He might only have like 4 or 5 shots, but each one of those is destroying JJH genetics and even Grand Fate because they're not really that tanky.
So it's almost like when you play against Shen or any other global champion like a TF, right?
Right.
You have to take the fight to them to kind of negate that ability, right?
Hmm.
So if you're locking down Dobbs and fighting on top of Dobbs at the start of these fights, then Dobbs isn't able to utilize the long range DPS, stay safe. But we just really haven't seen that. They did a really good job in the early game, and then they started worrying about bot lane more over taking care of the Shen and the Xerath, and I feel they had those advantages in those lanes there.
They realistically should have those advantages, but I don't know if it's being played to their
Mhm.
strengths. Like it's
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
seeing the bot lane so far behind compared to the rest of the game.
Mhm.
Uh, like two pretty late game heavy damage champions that you think had they had better score lines should have maybe 3 items instead of the two and a
Yeah.
half they have.
I mean, if you look at the difference in goal, it's pretty much all in the bot lane, right?
Yeah,
I mean, there's a
and
little bit in the
so
jungle,
weird.
right? For Insomniac, who's been playing really well in that Viego, but it's primarily playing the two ADCs down there.
Hmm. And I don't know. We're not going to see them get back to the game till maybe like 35 minutes when they're hitting
Mhm.
huge ultimates.
They just need
Specifically
to
the MF.
survive. The
Yeah.
good news is they went 3 for 3. They got the dragon, right? So the scaling, they have pushed that back even further. So they don't have to worry about Elder for a while now, right? They
Hmm.
could hypothetically look for a steal, even go 3 for 3 and take the next Drake, but it's this Baron that they really have to worry about. They can't get baited in into taking a lot of Baron damage here.
Yeah. The only issue here is I think Conduit have a better chance at this Baron because I think they have more DPS.
Mhm.
Bam is
Yeah.
the major source of DPS. Insomniac, Vanderbilt, Dobbs could sustain damage, but JJH, Genetics, Grand Fate, they're gonna
Mhm.
shred it a lot more
Yeah, I
than what
agree.
AK is gonna do, and AK's backing right now.
I still don't think they have quite enough vision control to go for it yet. They don't have no vision on the top side jungle
Hmm.
of AK Jasmine Dragons. So
True.
they do have to worry about that for now. They will clear out the vision around the Baron, so that's a good move for them. But it's just a waiting game, right? They just have to play it smart, and then Corki will start blowing people up, right?
Exactly.
I mean, Dobbs will do a lot of damage as well, but
Hmm.
I'm expecting to see a little bit of MR potentially coming out uh, of the side of Conduit at some point to kind of negate some of that poke. But again, just press your buttons on Dobbs, kill Dobbs. The
Yeah.
fight's yours, pretty much.
I would say it's a battle of the mids and then a battle of
Hmm.
which ADC finishes third item first.
Yeah, and right
Just
now
because of how
it's set
close
up
they
for
are.
Bam though.
Yeah, for sure. He just went back. He bought the call fields as well as a couple long swords, as did genetics minus the call fields.
And
So
yeah,
quite a bit of gold ahead right now. About 2K gold altogether, 600 in the pockets right now for Bam.
yeah, they're gonna have to kind of fight for this vision control again all over.
Yeah, everybody's just kind of sitting around it, clearing out
Dragon's
what
up
they
in 12
can.
too. Yeah, this could be the next big dragon fight. They don't have the third item completed yet for Corki. Second item, just completed now for Old Man Genetics. So they do have that, but it's against 2.5 items of Bam. Bam looking to try to secure that third item.
What
Won't
about
happen for this
Baron
next
though?
dragon fight though. They could trade. I think it's a really smart trade if AK is able to pull it off.
They
They
haven't even
should
started it yet
be
either.
spotted. They should know this. They know it's, and they're heading
Okay,
up right
this is
now. The
not
teleports
good
comes
for
through.
AK.
Shit. Yep. Shen is not in the area. Shen will have the ultimate, but yeah, over the top. Oh, that's a big damage coming out of JJH. We'll look for more on the backside of that, and that will be the package. And they're looking to try to start this Baron off, actually. Attack Titan goes down. It's a knock up on the Dobbs. They will get the Baron, and that's a disastrous play coming on the side of AK Drag. Jasmine Dragons, my apologies. 2 dead,
Oh,
3 dead. They're looking for more. Can they back in time? Oh, JJH is not going to check this.
oh,
Bam's
Bam
there.
stopped the
Bam
back.
stopped the back.
Bam
Oh,
we could try to
no.
get a kill.
JJH, yep, looking for it. It's going to
Wow,
happen.
very
Wow.
nice.
But Bam might die for this. No one in the area does get the back off. Great job from Bam to cancel that. But there's pressure in the mid lane from Old Man Genetics and Kappa Crusader trying to knock down this middle inhibitor turret.
Yeah, now the question is, was the gold, the 150 bounty gold, really worth losing two
They hold it
turrets
though.
for it? Yeah, I don't
They hold
know
it.
if he could have done anything else, but I think that's the best outcome
Oh,
for
Banjo
Bam.
could be in
Uh-oh.
trouble. Black
I
Eyed
think
Peas
Black
does
Eyed
find
Peas
him
in
in the
trouble here.
jungle. Grand Fate is on the way. That is a slow Swain. The pullback comes through. And here comes Kappa Crusader
Uh-oh.
as well. Curse the Sad Mommy gets dropped. Vandal burning down 3 members in the area. But the question is, what can AK Jasmine Dragons do on that side? The backs are going to be coming through with the Baron empowered recall. So a little bit of farm, a little bit of vision control that they're able to pick up, but not much after that.
Yeah, not gonna be able to pick up anything in the way of any turrets or anything like that because of the back timing.
Yeah, they're really
Quick
deep
backs
on
there.
this. They have to be a little
Yeah.
careful here. Yeah, Genetics, JJH looking to try to find something. The flash comes through. Desire ultimate gets trapped as well. Genetics in a little bit of trouble. Black Eyed Peas goes forward. Realizes maybe this isn't the play. Capra Crusader looking for a knockup. Does land onto Bam, but no further follow-up damage or abilities are there. So duking it out a little bit in the mid lane, but it's just going to be resets.
Yeah, not quite gonna get anything from that. A good little bit of initiation there from them, but smart not to overstep their boundaries. They have to know
Hmm.
that they can't just walk through the
Yeah.
base of
They need to give
Jasmine
that, right?
Dragons at
Is
the
Black
moment.
Eyed Peas going to give that buff? Oh, not. Okay. Oh, but they've caught Bam. I looked down to take a look at the red buff, and I missed all the action. That's 2 kills. Double kill going with the old man Genetics. And that's why they didn't give the blue buff because, or the red buff, my apologies, because Genetic got 2 kills. Dobbs with the flash blown. So that is a very vulnerable mid laner. Captain Crusader halfway to the Ornhorn. So I think they dive this. I think it'd be dumb if they don't dive it.
Yeah,
Black Eyed Peas is going to have ult up soon if they're able to
Genetics
land
know all.
anything. Yep, it's going to be the first inhibitor. The base has been cracked the first time in this game, and pretty much the first sizable lead now for Conduit Esports, fighting back through what was a rough mid game from them, and have a commanding lead right now, 32 minutes in.
Yeah, what is it? 26-19 right now. 3K gold lead completely flipped on its head from what we saw
Mhm.
around the 9 to 14, 15-minute mark. This was completely reversed around, and now even Conduit with a dragon lead over AK Jasmine Dragons here. Cloud Soul is going to be next. Do you think we're going to see AK Jasmine Dragons move around this dragon and play for that? Or do we see them maybe putting their sights on other areas of the map?
So I think it's very hard for them. I think they're probably going to do it. I don't know if I agree with it.
Mhm.
But I think either way, they're at the point now with Corky with 3 items, Misfortune with 3 items. I don't think, aside from a misplay coming out of Conduit, I think this is their game to lose right now.
Right.
So I think that kind of ticking time bomb that AK Jasmine Dragons was holding has blown up in their hands. And we see a flash onto Dobbs. Just look how much damage Black Eyed Peas does right now. 2-man ultimate. Grand Fate's there. Cadbury Crusader is there as well. Insomniac forced to flash away. The teleport does come through from
Uh-oh.
JJH. Looking for a little bit more
Ooh.
damage. A lot actually coming out of Insomniac, but it's not going to be enough. JJH takes that one down. Dobbs down. Insomniac down. It's a 5v3 up in the top lane. But the only good news for them is the minions quite aren't there. Gonna have to walk them into the turret. So there should be 2 turrets up in the top lane as well.
Mhm.
Dragon spawning in a minute 12. So if you're able to take this inhibitor, that means you pretty much should get the soul up in the top
Oh,
lane. The bullet
ulting
time over
for
the
wave
top.
clear?
Yep, a whole lot of damage right there. No, they're just ulting off to kind of zone them off right now. Yeah, they didn't have a Mumu ultimate or the Orin ultimate, so the Genetics drops that one to ensure they're able to pick up the turret. I think they should go. I would like to see them go for one more, but I understand why they're not. Dives up in 6 seconds, so that's understandable. They're going to back
Yeah.
off, reset, head down to Dragon, take the soul, and at that point, they're just going to run them down. AK
Mhm.
Jasmine Dragons are they just don't have the tools to deal with the engage, right? This is one of the issues we're talking about. Yeah, cool. Vandals playing Shen, and you get to alt one person, but the rest of your team is just getting run over by the Ornn, the Corky, the Misfortune, and the Mumu. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of in this pick is Grand Fate on the not Grand Fate himself, obviously, but the Swain pick for Grand
Hate
Fate.
Gravity.
But yeah, other than that though, I think it's a really well-rounded comp, easy to pull off, easy to execute, a whole bunch of different options, kind of secure these kills, and they're
Yeah,
gonna
like
be.
they're setting up for this. And as much as I
Oh
do
yeah.
like the Swain pick, I think it is the most out there pick
Hmm.
of the entire team. Here they
Oh, the
go.
Corky JJH over the top. The Ornhorn comes down, does find one, but good route coming out of Bam to prevent any further follow-up engage, and they're going to be going down towards the Dragon. 5 members. Attack Titan is down. They aren't the healthiest, so if Dobbs can get into position, maybe to try to steal this or do a little bit of damage on a JJH, and does
Oh, he
proc
probably
them
could have went
off.
for a steal on
Yeah,
that.
potentially. Yeah, I think I would have gone for that over the damage on a JJH. But looking to try to get Vandal, who is able to dash away. Black Eyed Peas trying to find an angle, but looks like they're walking up to Baron. Captain Crusader does find a knockup, but it's onto the tank. That's something you want. 10 kills separate these teams. And Cloud Soul now for Conduit Esports. 35 minutes in.
Yeah, and now what do you do if you are AK Jasmine Dragons? Like, you have to get around this Baron. I don't think you can immediately start it. Um, Maybe just send
Hmm.
Vanderall bot lane for this wave clear, get him some gold, and then that
Maybe.
way he can ult or TP, like maybe ult into the Baron pit and then TP back if he has to. But they took a very bad back timing right there. That was not good.
Yeah, all
Conduit can
huge
freely
control now
take
for
this.
Conduit. Yeah, they have all the vision control in the world. The
Oof.
ultimates are up as well. Captain Crusader goes over the wall, does find Insomniac, but no further
Captain
damage.
Crusader
Just
can just
playing,
do that
just
too.
running. Or yeah, Captain Crusader is just playing interference right now. Baron down to 3,000 health.
He's
That'll
got
be a free
4,800
Baron.
health.
Yep, Corky picks that one up. Level 17 for the top laner against level 16 of Banjo. The one thing that they have going for them, they do have some objective bounties. I don't know what they're able to knock down, but
Yeah.
they still have their top lane inhibitor up. While it is under fire in the next couple of seconds, if they're able to keep that, that will be huge for the upcoming Elder, should it come to that.
Yeah, I don't think it even comes to Elder. I think if they don't finish off of
Hmm.
Baron and the push they have going on right now, this is going to be such a long game.
Yeah.
But
I
they
mean, they're looking for it.
100%
A
sure
lot of
finish.
damage, though. Yeah, I mean, Captain Crusader has not joined the team. Black
There it
Eyed
is.
Peas does find a 2-minute ultimate. Oh my gosh, the bullet time comes through, instantly deletes 2 members. Another 2 are going to fall. Attack Titan goes down. Insomniac dies. Vandal, the only member alive able to take down JJH. They'll get rooted up, and it's an ace of 5 for 1. 34 to 20, 37 and a half minutes. Conduit Esports fight from what was 3K and above deficits to take game 1 in this best of 3.
Yeah, I'd almost wrote them off. That's why we have that
Same.
5K limit. That's why
Yeah.
me and Dia we call it at 5K. 3K, not enough. Um, for really to call a game because things can happen like we saw around that dragon.
Hmm.
That was the big thing that flipped the game on its head was just a nice fight around a dragon pit and took advantage of some uh I guess just the one bad flaw in the macro of AK Jasmine Dragons that game.
Yeah. And ultimately, the better team comp prevailed. It looked a little rough for them at the start, a couple times actually. But Conduit Esports able to rally around their superior draft here and just take it to AK Jasmine Dragons in the late game. Able to hit those item spikes, and then from there, JJH had some really good engages on the Corki. The only thing I would have liked to see out of JJH is an earlier stopwatch.
Yeah.
Uh, but other than that, everyone played their roles fairly well. Anything you'd like to say before we throw it to a break?
No, that was a great game one. I'm excited to see what AK does in game number two to fix their flaws. I think the flaws definitely started in draft. I'm a little bit happier about the Viego pick. At the same time, do I think there could have been something better? Sure. And then maybe go back to the drawing board on picking mid laners that have no movement into a team with a
Hmm.
lot of movement. That's really all I would say on that.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to throw it to a quick break. And when we're back with some more action, aka Jasmine Dragons taking on Conduit Esports for a chance at Season 7 Gold League Playoff. We will be right back. All right, week 7, both teams fighting for a playoff spot. Conduit Esports on the red side, AK Jasmine Dragons on the blue side. We're live in to pick and ban with Conduit Esports up in game 1. It was a back and forth game. They were able to pull it out and again removed AK Jasmine Dragons, removing the Poppy, and then Conduit Esports removing the Kaisa. I believe these are the last back-to-back bans we saw in game 1. The Trundle being removed as well. So far, the same bans 3 deep.
Yep, we'll see if they ban the Volley Bear here as well, followed by the Zac. That
Mhm.
was their
The
choice last
Akali, they're
game.
mixing it up.
The Akali was in the
It's the
second
same
phase.
band. It's the same band, but it
Yeah.
has been moved up 3 in priority here. They want to remove that from AK Jasmine Dragons, who have removed the Ari. So AK Jasmine Dragons, the same 3 bands. I don't know if they just think, hey, we can have a better look into this than we had in game 1, but
Mhm.
kind of letting Conduit do what they want. But first pick is over to AK Jasmine Dragons. The Camille has been removed,
Ooh.
and it is a note to everyone watching. Dobbs is in the top lane, Attack Titan in the jungle, Bandrel in the mid lane, and it's BAM ADC with Insomniac support. So with that, AK Jasmine Dragons have first pick the Zeri.
Yeah, I like the first pick, Zeri. I think
First pick
Zeri's very
Vigar?
good if you're playing it. I mean, Vigar's good into it. You put up
Vigar
the
is
cage.
good, but it is a blind pick mid lane. And I don't know
Yeah.
if Vigar is one of those champions I want the blind pick right off the bat, but it is a
Oh, that
Vigar
might be Vigar
Senna.
support.
It could be, yeah, with a Senna ADC. It could be.
Yeah. Uh,
That'd be really
I've
interesting.
seen
But I
it,
do know
but
that
I think it might be
JJH,
farming Vigar as well.
yeah, I do know JJH plays Vigar in the mid lane. So that's a Seraphine, I assume most likely in the support role. So it looks like it's going to be Zeri, Seraphine. As Zeri's just not that good right now in solo lanes at
Yeah.
the moment. With the Malphite up in the top lane. So definitely a big change-up coming out of AK Jasmine Dragons, a mobile ADC with a lot of engage coming out of the Seraphine and the Malphite. So I want to see what Conduit Esports does to kind of answer this here. The Senna locked in as well as the Vigar. I think this is going to be a jungle pick. I think it'd be smart, or you'd answer the Malphite up in the top line with this, but I want to see what they go with here.
Yeah, I think it's more than likely just a Seraphine into wherever Vigar is. I think
Hmm.
if it is Vigar send in the bot lane, you can send Seraphine down there. If it is Vigar mid, you send Seraphine there regardless. Or you can even still send Seraphine bot and let Malphite go where Vigar is and let him walk over him.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
see.
but Zac in the jungle here, not banned this time around,
I mean, it's a good
so
pickup.
he does get to
Yeah,
pick it.
I believe they banned it third round for Conduit.
AK, yeah, AK was
Actually, wait, no,
third
Conduit
ban.
banned it last, and now they pick it. My
Yep.
apologies. Yeah, so they decide that they play it too. So it was kind of weird that they banned it away in the first
Hmm.
3, but I guess they're expecting AK Jasmine Dragons to have a higher priority on it. They're gonna
I
remove the
think either
Lissandra,
that or maybe it's because they thought they were going to be playing a Mumu anyway. And
maybe.
Zac is decent into a Mumu.
Yeah, I don't know if I like if AK Jasmine Dragons were to pick the Lissandra. I don't know if I would have liked it in this composition. I feel like it lacks a little bit of damage with the Malphite up in the top lane, but they're gonna remove it nonetheless. The age-old counter to Malphite, the S- Silas, I almost said set there.
Mhm.
Silas has been removed. So Conduit Esports will not be able to pilot that champion in this game. And the Olaf removed Corky last as well. So Conduit Esports forced to play something different in the mid lane because they also think that this is going to be a Senna Vigar bot lane for them.
Yeah, I think that'd be smart to call that out. 'Cause it is a thing. Thing they've been playing for a little bit and has shown pretty
Hmm.
decent success. I think, especially into Zeri with so much movement speed. You put a cage around her, she can't go anywhere. Um, and a big thing also, bully. No, I don't need a haircut. How dare you?
Oh no.
Kog'Maw getting picked up
Yeah,
though.
that's
I
a Kog'Maw mid
love
lane. That's a
Kog'Maw.
Kog'Maw mid lane. I'm telling
Oh
you right now.
my
Oh,
god.
Rumble. I think this is a throwback
What's happening?
to them playing. I believe it was many seasons ago. Sunfire Rumble. This is definitely a throwback to that. But Rumble's not in a bad spot right now, to be completely honest with you.
It's
So it would
not.
be really interesting to see if it is played either top or mid. But I am almost certain that that's a Vigar mid lane. No, sorry, Vigar Senna bot lane, Kog'Maw mid lane. But the Twisted Fate is locked in to answer the Kog'Maw there, which I mean, I think at this point you take a gank heavy jungle. and you just lock down the Kog'Maw in the mid lane, very fragile champion, and just blow them up over and over again.
Yeah, the issue here is I think they're keeping their Malphite for the jungle. Um,
Oh, which means I don't know what's going on anymore, to be honest with you. What am I looking at? What's going on with AK Jasmine Dragon's lineup? Is it
is
a
it
Zig
Twisted
Seraphine bot
Fate?
lane?
Twisted Fate top?
I feel like you have to put Twisted Fate in mid lane, right?
I don't even know.
We didn't miss anything in chat. I'm looking right now. I don't know what's going on.
The only realistic jungler is Malphite. Like, can
Okay,
Ziggs jungle?
so is it a solo lane Zeri?
No.
You think it's Zeri, like
Where
Seraphine
would
bot,
she go?
maybe?
Top?
Maybe. I mean, we've seen Zeri, but Zeri got like Zeri's not that good in solo lane, right? So I'm
No.
trying to figure out who plays
Yeah,
what.
Billy Willard says TF jungle is a Finny special.
Finny is lining up jungle. So this
You're
could
right.
be TF jungle.
Yeah, this is Insomniac support. Wow, okay.
Okay, so I think okay, maybe
Ruling on the
it's
keyboard
TF
is a
jungle.
Finny special. This hurtful username.
Oh, no.
I don't know
Oh,
why I read that out
no.
loud, but that just killed me as soon as I read it.
Oh, no, what have you
Oh
done?
man. Ah, regardless,
Okay,
Pogma.
so alright, so Zeri, Seraphine bot lane, TF jungle, Malphite top, Ziggs mid lane. I mean, Ziggs into Kog'Maw isn't too bad. I think I would have liked TF into Kog'Maw with,
Yeah,
like, like, even with the Viego from last game, I think that would have been a much better 2v2 that you had, and then use the Twisted Fate with the Viego to kinda link up, make plays up in the top lane and the bot lane because it's a Shen at the end of the day. Just go camp the Shen, call it a day.
right.
But with that, it's gonna most likely be Shen in the top lane, Zac in the jungle, Kog'Maw mid, Senna Veigar bot. My only issue is Kog'Maw is so easy to gank right now
Mhm.
in that lane, but they really don't have a lot of tools outside of like flash gold cards coming out of Twisted Fate. Maybe if Ziggs is really good with the satchel charges, they can knock the Kog'Maw back, but
Right.
I'm not sure. What are your okay? Looking at these two drafts, what are your thoughts?
As far as engaged Jasmine Dragons, I would say have kind of a better one. But Conduit has a better disengage or just full engage stop with
Hmm.
Vigar Cage. Like Malphite, Seraphine, it's a big combo with his Exalt. Zeri can piggyback off of that, especially if Zeri's already high in early game, or already ahead early game, excuse me. But Zac, I think, just has a better gank. I mean, level 2,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can
I
easily go
mean,
for a
yeah,
gank anywhere.
it's Twisted Fate in the jungle. I don't even know. Is Twisted Fate ever even played in the jungle?
I don't see it.
So this
Attack
will be
Titan is
something.
currently holding on to the Seraphine, by the way. Just want to point that out.
There's no way.
So
Yeah, no,
unless
they're
he's
just
swapping
they're
with
messing with us.
Insomniac,
Yeah, they're messing with us.
I
Yeah, yeah.
hope they're messing with us.
We have time to do it. I have no clue what AK Jasmine Dragons are going to do with their lineup. We have a thought, but there's a lot of big ultimates and big CC and engage abilities on the side of both teams.
Hmm.
I think it's easier for Conduit Esports to navigate these team fights, especially with the Vygar cage right now, into the Zac engage with the Shen. I liked Jasmine Dragons with the first 3 picks. Then they went a little funky on me with the jungle pick,
I
assuming
mean, they
it
have
is that
4
Twisted
AP
Fate.
as well.
Yeah, so that's something that you just built MR on the side of Conduit Esports and
Yeah.
win the game. With
As
that
long
though,
as Zeri's behind. Because the thing is, if
mhm,
Zeri's ahead, then you're stacking
true.
armor
I
and
mean, yeah, if they're super
destroyed by
far
MR.
ahead, yeah, you never know. But with what we're seeing out of these 2 teams, who wins game 2 here?
I have to give it to Conduit. I just think Vigar scaling, Senna scaling, Kog'Maw scaling, and
Mhm.
then Zac and Shen standing in front of all that
Yeah.
is virtually unstoppable. versus what Jasmine Dragons have drafted. I
Okay.
think they need a little bit better initiation that's not just point and
Hmm.
click on the Malphite ult, because Seraphine could easily be missed, easily dodged. Ziggs ult can as well. Malphite ult is the quickest one on there, and if that misses, it's over. Uh, and we have seen Twisted Fate jungle here. It's going to be Ziggs, Seraphine in the bot lane, Zeri mid.
I don't know if I like that, but I mean,
I
it's ADC
definitely don't
versus
like it.
ADC. Like Zeri's not bad in the Kog'Maw, to be fair. Like
Sure.
generally, Zeri's not great in the mid lane, but like you're up against Kog'Maw, and then Zig Seraphine will have the push prio up against the Veigar Senna.
Mhm.
So
And easier Zac ganks. Like, he can gank you from either side now. You don't have to
yeah,
really worry about, your tri-brush.
yeah. So I mean, we'll see. I think I like the landing matchup for the bot side of the map a little bit better now that AK Jasmine Dragons did that, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to kind of deal with what they have going
Mhm.
for Conduit Esports. With that, though, we're going to throw to a quick break, and we will potentially, in the next 30, 40 minutes, find out if we're going to see Conduit Esports in the playoffs or if AK Jasmine Dragons can send it to a game three. But a quick update, I do believe that Little Monkeys Water won their first game. So they have one more they have to do to stay in playoffs. But as of right now, they're holding on to their playoff spot. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Game 2. Conduit Esports on the red side. AK Jasmine Dragons on the blue side. We were wrong. We will admit it. It is Zeri in the mid lane. Ziggs, Seraphine bot lane. Attack Titan on their TF pick in mid lane. What are our thoughts? It is PTA TF.
Yeah, does that make a difference?
Maybe.
I think if it was PAX TF,
Ooh, there you go. Maybe they went with the
yeah,
skin.
it'd be a little bit better. But I
Nothing
do
too
like that
crazy.
skin. That's kind of a cool skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Overall, I still think I like the initial thought of Conduit's team
Hmm.
just being better. Honestly, solely because of the Zac. I don't like the TF in the jungle. I think it's
Hmm.
really weird. I don't think it really makes sense at all. Because what are you gonna use it for? I mean, sure you're
Yeah.
gonna gank with it, right? But when it comes to like team fights, when it gets past 15, 20 minutes, what are you doing? Are you gonna TP to the back and try to get to Grand Fate or JJH and then get just alted by genetics in one
Hmm.
shot? Like, I don't know if you can do anything after laning phase. Your best move here, get 6 as fast as possible, go mid, get Vandral ahead as fast as possible,
Hmm.
and that's all you would need to do for your entire early game.
I just saw something that made me really excited about this bot lane matchup.
Yeah,
Predator
Predator
Vigar.
Vigar. Mm-hmm.
Run down
That's the
Bam
play.
Insomniac. I know you just run at
Yeah,
people,
you go
drop your cage,
Everfrost
and
with
you're like,
Predator.
oh crap, I can't do anything. But Attack Titan with the level 2 gank. Red card does
Uh-oh.
land on a JJH, a little bit of damage, a couple auto attacks. 2 looking for some more. Half health on Attack Titan. The ping does come through. Not able to land a gold card.
Oh
Oh,
my
it's a
god, he
flash shoot,
flashed
but
it.
JJH
Wow, that
flashes
was
on a
weird.
turret. That was hypey coming out of Attack Titan.
Okay.
JJH flash for flash. But the only issue now is that is a Twisted Fate. Actually,
Oh my
Dobbs
god,
gets jumped
Dobbs.
on. A lot of damage on a Dobbs. I mean, level 2 coming through for Capital Crusader first, so it makes sense. But that is Black Eyed Peas
Attack Titan is
in
invading here.
in Attack Titan's jungle. But yeah, I
Attack
mean
Titan.
they're cross mapping right now, so it makes sense. Like,
Attack Titan, I think loses to this red maybe.
oh, it's gonna be
Okay, no, he's
close.
gonna
No, they
he's
got
gonna
it.
come
They
out
got it. They
just
got it.
on top. He got it. He got the rotation back. Okay.
Whew.
Blue card, not even the red. doesn't
Need that mana.
doesn't care. Needs the mana. He's gonna go top, and that's not the play.
You see it? Oh, it's
Oh,
an award. Oh,
Somniac.
Capital Crusader. Get the flash. Oh, the flash isn't connected. So close. Capital Crusader could be in trouble, but Black Eyed Peas is there. First blood goes over to the Shen. Black Eyed Peas is like, ooh, we got blue buff over here. We got a Gromp up right now. Just gonna live up in that jungle. Vandal does have a ward on that. And JJH should be able to rotate over. Capital Crusader has the push up in the top lane, so they will have that. Vandal trying to protect the buff. This smite is there. I think
I mean,
I
that's
think you
kind of
can try
fine.
to
JJ's
force.
just pushed
Yeah,
away, buddy. What are you doing?
yeah. Push it. Doesn't need to rotate. Attack Titan is back. So I think you take the scuttle with Capital Crusader up in the top lane. You're good to go.
Vandral
But
is
yeah,
just
I mean,
hanging out down the street, leashing Attack Titan because he's level 2.
yep, yeah. That's the issue, right? Attack Titan dies level 2, loses all the buffs, unable to solo the blue buff, has to use the smite, has to get a leash as well. Some trading going on in the bot lane, but Grand Fate is center, so the healing will be there. And
Ah,
it's rough.
JJH missing 5 of those minions too after pulling
Oh
them under
no.
tower. You can't do that, man.
It
Bot
is
lane not going
rough
too
for
well right
Attack
now.
Titan right now. I mean, they're hanging out. Vigar's doing a good job farming up right now.
Yeah.
And honestly, JJH, I think, doesn't do great as we see a bit of a trade up in the top line. I don't think anyone's going to die, though. Dobbs does have flash still.
Uh-oh.
Capricator getting pretty low, though. Taking a lot
That's
of minions out.
close. Has the red buff for help, though.
Yeah, it does have that. So they have that advantage
Like
with the Doran
IP's
shield.
top as well.
Yeah, they might be looking to dive this potentially. But it's like, what are you going to do? Like, you know that Black Eyed Peas is in the area, but there's nothing you can do about it as Attack Titan.
Mm-hmm.
All your agency was lost. Not that you had much on the Twist of Fate up into the matchup, but looking for this on Evandrel. Black Eyes Peas going
Ooh,
forward. The
Vandal
flash
getting
cleanse
chunked.
is there. Vandrel chunked out pretty heavily. Attack Titan in the area does smite. And they'll try to trade a little bit of damage back, but they'll walk away, won't find anything else after that.
Black IP's down a level to Attack Titan right now. Because he's
Yeah.
actually down CS moving around the map too much.
A little. Get back to farming your jungle a little
Yeah.
bit. Clear out your camps, and you should be fine. But what I was going to say though, with the roam that Vandal had to take, JJH, who is an immobile carry up against Zeri, who's should be have a decent time trading into JJH early game, has lost 2 waves. So now JJH is up in gold, up in
Oh,
10 CS, does have the level advantage. Vandal will get pulled back with Black Eyed Peas, no follow-up damage there from JJH. But that Kog'Maw is being allowed to survive in this early landing phase when they should have been bullied.
yeah. And speaking of bully, I just realized something. How
Hmm.
is Attack Titan going to get around any of these dragons without just getting demolished
Yeah.
while trying to get close?
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Cap Crusaders, not level 6 and Dobbs is.
hmm I don't know. I mean, Black Eyed Peas needs to just clear the jungle a little bit, catch back up, and then look for these ganks now.
Yeah, he shouldn't. There should be no way he's even in CS with Attack
Hmm.
Titan right now.
I mean,
That
yeah, they haven't.
it's gonna
Black
be
Eyed Peas
close.
hasn't touched their. I don't know what the pathing is, but it looks like they went from, Dragon Scuttle to their Raptors to now up to
Rugs.
Krugs, but you ignore the whole boss side of your jungle, basically, which you need to kill that to reset the levels on it now.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Weird movement for
I think
sure.
I think this is one of those things where you feel like you're ahead, obviously, right? Tag Titan died early, and then
Right.
you're spending a little too much time to try to get the other lanes ahead now, instead of just hyper focusing on shutting down the enemy jungler. If that makes sense.
No, definitely. And I have a quick question. Can you not see the Dragon and Rift Herald timers on the
Nope.
above the map anymore?
Press N and you should be able to know.
And oh, there we go. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
come up on the interface visibility
Nope,
anymore.
not
All right.
anymore.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can see it.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, yeah, they're setting up around this
Didn't know
red
it's being
here, around
taken
the
though.
dragon.
Oh, he's gonna face check this potentially.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Oh,
Oh, they walked out just a half second early. Oh, Attack Titan could have been absolutely obliterated. Genetics was looking for it though. Black Eyed Peas could join them over the wall, but should just kind of try to take this priority that they have in the mid lane. Get JJH to run down level 7 and take the first Drake. It will be Mountain. They won't be able to steal that. Good smite coming out of Black Eyed Peas, and that's first objective on the board for
yeah.
them right now.
Very nice move for them. So far, yeah, the issue is AK Jasmine Dragon's really not having the
One more
best
auto
early
attack. Didn't
game.
get it though. The barrier pop that was so close. Vandal
Vandal
almost taken
single
down.
digit.
Flash for flash. JJH looking really good on that Kog'Maw in the mid lane with the early game lead off of the back of Attack Titan dying top side blue buff.
Yeah, very nice movement from him, getting an incredible amount of
And
early game
they're winning bot
advantage.
lane too.
Oh, not anymore.
Never mind. Grand Fate's dead. Goodbye. Insomniac does take that one, so Bam won't get on the board with that. But I mean, Vigar able to do what Vigar does and just
Crusader
scales
needs to be
up right now.
careful. TF moving topside, as is Vandral.
Look at all the
Titan
MR.
using the ultimate. Oh, the
Oh,
ult.
Dobbs misses the Malphite out. The flash comes through. Capper Crusader, all that CS is down. Opts in to try to take down Attack Titan. Didn't have this
Oh, and
abilities
Vandral's
up. It
wasting
looks
time
like
going up there.
Capper Crusader did have the flash too, though, so that's a little odd. The Predator comes through. Insomniac does flash forward. Black Eyed Peas damage onto Bam. Bam flashes forward as well. Satchel charge to safety.
Nice
Good.
charge.
Yeah, good. I mean, 3 summoners burned in the bot lane, but they do get out. So good job on them. And I wonder if Capper Crusader could have even like dash flashed away, try to get to safety.
I don't know.
All
I
this,
think he
all
just
CC
wanted to
abilities get
sidestep
down,
the
but
ult.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He probably could have flashed backwards away from the ult, but it might not have been as wow.
Oh
Okay,
wow,
that
JJ
just
kills
happened.
Attack Titan.
JJ just popped him while he was doing
Just
it.
insta kills him. Yeah, so woo, Karma's gonna hurt. That's for sure. JJH dies on another objective. That's unfortunate. It's so hard to pull that off when you don't have prio. Your top laner's not there, and kind of unfortunate.
Your top
timing
laner's
for
not
Attack
there.
Titan.
Your top laner's ult's down.
Yeah.
Your mid laner's behind.
You're being by 20 CS. This is
Yeah.
a big gap in the mid lane right now between JJH and Vandal at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think you should be. Oh man, the back.
Just
in
one.
time.
Almost got 2.
Genetics.
Yeah. Good job on Insomniac to stop that though.
But yeah, I think I'm not really sure where they were going with the picks. I guess maybe it's something a little bit easy, maybe something
Hmm.
familiar to them. But right now, I don't think is really the best time to be pulling it out. It
Yeah.
hasn't done too bad for them just yet, obviously. But when
Hmm.
you're thinking in the long run, when it comes to mainly objectives, which the game is mainly based around now,
Hmm.
you're pretty at a deficit when
Yeah, look
all
at
these
that.
scaling
Oh, the
champions are
ultimate
up.
comes through.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but Attack Titan is there as a sent ultimate over the top. Dobbs does have to flash, looking for the
Oh.
damage, not going to find it. But Attack Titan is in a world of hurt. That's an AP heavy defense coming out of Cap Crusader. Attack Titan not able to pick that kill up as Black Eyed Peas comes flying
Oh,
over the
nice.
top. Ultimate
Oh, but good
could flash
flash.
from Grand Fate,
Good
but a
ult.
Senna ultimate comes through on top. Nothing that poor Grand Fate can do, and that's another kill going over to the center in the bot lane. 3-3 in kills. Oh no, I don't know if Dob knows that Captain Crusader's in that bush, but
Probably
smart
doesn't.
play, walks away. And I wonder why they haven't
JJ's
started
just
off
coming
that
bot
Rift
lane.
Herald yet. Yeah. Oh,
This.
playing on a knife's
Oh,
edge,
Kappa.
Grand Fate. JJH sees the world. Oh, Bam's
Oh,
in trouble.
bam.
Oh,
No.
JJH is about to pick this. Oh, the
Good
root.
root.
Such a good root. The ultimate, though. Bam having to sidestep. One more. The E comes through. Can they land the damage on Insomniac? Bam looking for it. Insomniac forced to sidestep the Predator Vigar. The flash comes through. The Shen ult to follow up. Attack Titan jumps in, but it's going to be a stun up and another
What
kill.
was that,
And then
man?
what happens in the top lane? Dobbs dies in the top lane because Black Eyed Peas dives the Malphite.
Wow,
Oh
that
no,
was.
that's 4 kills across the map. Things go from bad to worse, and what is a great early game coming out of Conduit Esports.
Yeah, that was a. This is what I was talking about, the Attack Titan, where the
Mm-hmm.
ultimates are good for early game, like catches or ganks. But right there, he TP'd behind a team fight. By the time he gets
Insta
there, his
dive.
team's
Yeah.
dead and insta dives. All he can do is auto attack, and it
Yep.
does nothing for him. Goes nowhere.
And it's
Grand Fake gonna
AD.
take 2 tower shots.
ADTF as well.
Oh man, it is. So yeah, that's just not great. um, I get maybe why. I guess it's like more
Mm-hmm.
on hit, maybe TF. I hope
Maybe.
because I think straight up ADTF
Yeah, yeah.
just doesn't work in this situation. But I get
Oh
where it
my
makes sense.
gosh. Look
Vanderall
at
just
the.
doesn't get to walk up and farm.
Yeah, that's rough. JJH is pretty much untouchable in the mid lane. I mean, Dobbs is going to have to come down on top of Attack Titan and Evangel to try to kill this Kog'Maw. But the
Right.
biggest issue is if anyone else is there on the side of Conduit Esports, then they're able to turn that around so easily.
Mm-hmm.
This
No,
Kog'Maw pick
exactly.
doing
Just so
really
much.
well right now.
It is very well. 12 CS up, 1 assist. You don't really need to be kill heavy when you're Kog'Maw or even
Nope.
Vigar. You just need to be
I mean,
farming
you have
and
3
making sure you
kills
get
though.
items.
You're up about 30 CS and 3 kills. Bam's taking a turret shot. Black Eyed Peas is on the way. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's just there for the follow-up kill. Insomniac gonna get dropped as well, and the rich get richer. 3 kills. Oh no! Over the wall onto Attack Titan, looking for the ultimate. Gonna be so short, but JJH can turn on the Vandal now. The Zeri ultimate comes
Oh,
through.
he gets
And
it.
the kill won't get both, but does get it in the end as Attack Titan path back up to try to help the mid laner, and it's a 1-for-1 in the mid lane with JJH flashing over the wall to try to kill a jungler.
Yeah, now 4-1-2
Mm-hmm.
on JJ. Finally gets taken down by Vanderall there, who picks up a
And this is a
decent
scaling
bounty.
pick.
Yeah, 350 on the bounty, not terrible.
Not bad
for
by any
him.
means, but
Gonna get some damage down the tower. Picks up a red buff.
no plates,
Gets a little bit of gold in his pocket for the Triforce.
Yep, second dragon
gonna
though.
go down, as well as a tower though. That's a decent trade
Yeah.
back if you
So-
are Conduit.
They need it back, put their bot lane up in the top lane, take the Rift Herald now, and then drop it in the mid lane for the Kog'Maw to just get even
Ooh,
richer. But Black Eyed
okay.
Peas is in the area. Good jump over the wall by Vandal. Looking to try to find the slow on the Black Eyed Peas. The Q does connect though, but no follow-up Q. The Shen ultimate. Oh no, Vandal, you're in trouble.
Oh, nice
The
flash.
flash over the wall, but the flash follow. Attack Titan with the flash. Gold card as well, but it's a passive, and it's not going to be taken down. Oh, just barely survives. Bam with a teleport in does secure that off the Q. Genetics trading in on to Insomniac. Bam looking for some other damage on the
They
backside.
have to get out of here. This
On the
tower's gonna
Genetics,
go
but that
down.
will be tower. One more auto attack, but the Malphite ultimate onto Grand Fate. JJH, the Seraphine ultimate lands onto the Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw trying to kite this one back. Great ultimate from the Vygar, as well as Kappa Crusader coming down. This should be able to turn this kill, but it is Dobbs front lining for Bam. The follow-up damage isn't quite there.
Later.
Vygar with the Predator pops, trying to get close. Does not happen. They do get 2 kills for it, losing 1 and the turret. So it is definitely worth for Conduit Esports here.
They need to be careful. They're so low.
Yeah,
I don't know why they're still
Kappa's
walking up.
in a horrible position right now. JJH in trouble as well. Vandal trying to go forward. Gets 1. Looking for the second one. Dobbs trying to flash forward to get the Q. Does pick that one up. And
Oh my.
oh, JJH gets it on the backside. 7, 2, and 3 on the Cog'Maw. I didn't think that would kill Bam. I don't think Bam thought that would kill Bam either.
Yeah, the
No one
damage
thought
plus
Bam would die there. Yeah,
what's JJ have? The Comet ends up finishing him off.
Goodness.
That was
Maybe the Wooden Spark as well. I'd have to look. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
JJH just blows up Bam there. Black Eyed Peas jumping in a 1v2. Vandal and Insomniac, a little bit of damage. I mean, that's a pretty tanky Zach right now. Doesn't really have much MR yet at the moment either. And that's something that once they pick up, Black Eyed Peas is going to be looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think that was just a dumb kind of play for Conduit there, staying forward, being that low against a very, very pokey team. It just is not allowed. That's illegal. Kappa Crusader gonna dash over the wall here. Rift Herald gonna be going over to AK.
Yeah, they should be getting this one. They have to recognize that they don't have members here. But they have to be careful. They're going too far forward. A 2-man ultimate comes through. The Ziggs ultimate onto the top. Kappa Crusader left alone as Old Man Genetics gets taken down. Using the Blast Cone to go over. Attack Titan goes forward with the ultimate. The chase is there. Dobbs takes down Shen. Bam could be in a little bit of trouble here, trying to fight back on the JJH, and there's 2 members up in the top line. Black Eppies trying to secure the top lane turret, and they're going to be popping it in the mid lane, so JJH has to be careful. They will take that mid lane turret. Second charge, Attack Titan goes low, but JJH not able to kill with the finishing damage there on the backside of that play.
So
Teleport,
they just
though.
forget that Dobbs has an ultimate, or what?
Yeah, I guess so. Bam's low. Bam's in trouble.
Bop.
Yeah, Bam's dead.
Maybe
Vandal's dead next
Vandal,
as well. Oh, no. Cleanse comes through. I don't know why you cleanse. Actually, that was big brain. I wasn't sure. I was like, why do you cleanse that? But send ultimate on the top of it. The root, yep, you're dead. So, valiant play from Vandal, but unfortunately, 2 kills given over in the back half of that play. 16-10. But crazy enough, they're down in gold.
Yeah, and that's mainly because of the bounties that they've given up. And a big one there, Genetics not getting the 150 bounty because he ulted Bam right off the bat when he could have just queued him to finish him, honestly. Should have saved it ultimate for Vandal. They will take the turret, and that'll be a decent chunk of gold for them, too. Only down about 300.
They need to get the outer turrets. Like, that'll be big for them right now.
Yeah,
that
for sure. All the rest of the outer turret, or well, the one outer turret, I guess. And then Dragon here.
And the Grand Fate stays too late. The flash comes through. Oh, Dobbs is in trouble. The ultimate comes through as well. Over the top. Grand Fate goes golden to prevent themselves from dying. Will heal up with the JJH kind of taking some scary pathing if you are a Kog'Maw there. But it does have all the summoners. And they're walking in. There's no engage now from the side of Dobbs. The teleport is their Kappa Crusader in on to Attack Titan, who's able to proc the gold card, and the kiting back is there. Kappa Crusader now running, but the back up has arrived. Vandal gets dropped. Old Man Genetics takes that one. That Kappa Crusader does get healthy just enough to live off the healing.
You can't back in that bush there.
Can't back. That is very interesting spot to back. Yeah, realize that maybe this isn't the play. He needs to get back though ASAP. The dragon is up, and Dobbs is on the way back, who has teleported in just to die. Old Man Genetics 6, 1, and 3 now in the Vygar. And what looked like little avenues for Jasmine Dragons to get their way back in, they've just kind of been, they get these little small advantages and then they run with them, and then Conduit Esports is just able to punish them.
No, that's definitely what it seems like here.
Attack Titan goes forward. Flash and Old Man Genetics. Grand Fate is there. The Ziggs ultimate does get that kill. Black Eyed Peas going forward, but it's a 2-on-3 right now. Black Eyed Peas goes into the passive Attack Titan on the backside. Yep, you have to let them go. But Kappa Crusader is there as well. Grand Fate is taking down JJ. Looking for damage on Insomniac. Kappa Crusader on the backside. with another kill. That's 2 for 2 there in that fight. Grand Fate goes down as well as Black Eyed Peas, but Attack Titans and Insomniac fall on the back of that as well. It's just back and forth, 2 kills for 2 kills
Mhm.
constantly. 600 gold separates these two teams here.
I think that was even a 3 for 2, no? Because
Well, yes, yeah,
Vigar died, Zach, and then Senna, I believe.
yeah. I just went 2 for 2 after
Oh,
the Vigar got cut off.
gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha. Yeah. Regardless,
yeah.
still pretty nicely
They're
done
not
for
giving up.
Conduit. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Conduit comes up with the dragon is the main thing of that, going even
Hmm.
on kills and
Yeah.
then getting the dragon. But you do get a bonus on the bounty from Vigar, 300 gold in the
Hmm.
pockets from that. So that's a pretty big pickup, being able to shut
Yeah.
down genetics there.
My only concern is look at the carries on the side of Conduit for the gold that they have right now.
Hmm.
And I guess Ziggs has a decent amount of gold at the moment, but it's just this Kog'Maw is rich, Ryan. 2K gold up individually, and they're continuing to get gold as well.
Yeah,
But I
they're
mean,
looking
Titan
very good.
will scale kind of decently. Just had the Kraken Slayer to try to take down the tanks, but I'm just a little worried on the engages out of Attack Titan here. I'm just they seem to go in and just instantly get blown.
Yeah, I still can't get behind the Twisted Fate. I have seen nothing good about it yet. That's made me say, hey, you know what, maybe TF has been a good pick. He's just kind of getting one shot at this point by JJH or Genetics or Grand Fate.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't look good. Everybody else, looking pretty all right. Dobbs with some nice initiations, a little bit questionable on that TP earlier, obviously before his ult
Hmm.
was even up. But
Yeah.
Bam, Insomniac, Vanderall, not doing too bad as far as pulling their weight for the team.
Yeah. But a bit of a lull in this game. Baron is up, so in dragging up in 2.5 minutes. So that will be Cloud Soul if they are able to pick that one up. Thankfully, though, for AK Jasmine Dragons, it is only Cloud. It's not like they're fighting through a mountain or an infernal or something like that. So
Right.
while obviously you don't want to give up a soul, it is probably something that they're okay with. They have to give that up.
I was
But
gonna say it comes to what we were talking about in game one, right? Where it's like, do
Mhm.
you contest it and go for some crazy play,
Yeah.
um, and potentially just die and lose more than what you would if you gave them a soul,
Hmm.
or do you go for it and try to get the best of them?
What's
And
crazy is
they
they're not
do.
that far behind either.
No,
Like they're
exactly.
not,
That's what I was just saying. They're
it's a
really
close
not
game right now.
that far behind, but
It's crazy.
realistically, into
Hmm.
the carries they are. When it's a 6 and
True.
2
Yeah.
Vigar, when
Oh
it's an
yeah.
8
Yeah.
and 2 Kog'Maw, you
Hmm.
are behind. But looking at the score line, looking at the gold in the pockets,
It's
they
not
don't
over
look as
yet.
far behind as they are. But if they
But
shut down Kog'Maw and they kill Vigar quickly,
mhm.
they're fine. If not, the game just gonna scale to be over.
3 items now though for JJH. So
Oh,
so
TP
again,
for Grand
Grand Fate
Fate.
could be caught though. Yeah, Vandal. JJH is in the area. Attack Titan gets exhausted, gets
Aye. Wow.
taunted.
Okay.
That's a dead TF.
That was a weird play. None of his team was around him to
Oh,
really
over the
follow
wall.
up
He's
on
able to
that.
find a Genetic splashing forward. Does get ulted. We'll find no one.
Nice.
Does get insta dropped. Capital Crusader trying to tank up the frontline damage. Black Eyed Peas taking a lot
Here
of damage
comes
to the backside of that as well.
JJH.
But they're not able to get through. Grand Fate flashes for it, but it's a 3-man Senna ultimate. JJH with the ultimate over the top of the Capital Crusader coming through on the flank. Bam could be in trouble. The taunt comes through. That's another kill. JJH untouched in this fight, trying to land the damage. That's a triple kill for the Kog'Maw, looking for Vandal. The flash taunt comes through. The damage is there.
The
That's a
Quadra.
kill for JJH. 13 and 2 on the Kog'Maw, but there's not enough health to do
It's
anything
not a
after that.
lot.
That
I
guy's
guess they
looking for
can.
this. Ooh.
Oh, Attack Titan. This where his
JJH wants the
crazy
penta.
strats come in.
Yeah, yeah. The 20 seconds on the Dragon. They have to back and get there as soon as possible if they do plan on backing right now. Attack Titan doesn't have the ultimate up, looking to try to find some damage on a Black Eyed Peas, who's able to sidestep. JJH is in the area. 8 seconds. They'll be able to burn through this with Grand Fate, keeping them topped off with health. And
Oh,
the members
TP
of
onto the
AK
bot
Jasmine
lane.
Dragons are running there instantly. Yeah, they
They're
know
gonna
this is
see
a
it
big
though.
fight. Capital Crusaders going to get there ASAP, though. And it is a taunt up onto Bam Bam. You know that they're at Dragon. You're so deep. Genetics in trouble. One more auto attack, not able to get it. That's going to be another 2 kills. Insomniac not able to find the damage on Genetics on the backside of that as well. They knew they were at Dragon. They went there
Oh, the
individually
flash.
as well. Great engage by Black Eyed Peas, but an even better disengage from Insomniac. Crusader not going to find the taunt there. Just does have to walk out, but it's 3v5. Genetics is low. JJH is out of mana, but that should be Cloud Soul.
Yeah, 100% should be. Possible to steal, sure.
There's
Likely
no
no.
way for them to get in the pit. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Insomniac a little bit early on the damage there. Not quite able to steal it. So that is going to be a 4-0 on the Drakes
It's
for
28 to
Conduit
15.
here.
This has been an absolute bloodbath of a we haven't touched on.
Yeah, it's been very, very kill heavy in this game. A lot more in favor of Conduit this time around than it was in the last game. I think Grand Fate wins that support battle.
Yes, but Attack Titan is in the area. Yep, it's not a support battle anymore. It's a 1v4. Goodbye, Grand Fate. Bam picks that one up.
Attack Titan ulted for that.
Yeah, they're on to the Baron. But Grand Fate is not the key member of this con. It's JJH. JJH looking for some damage.
Oh, good night.
Goodness. That's a one-shot pretty much. Yeah, no, you're running for your life. JJH landing the damage. Bam trying to kite back a double kill. Dobbs will get one onto the Vygar, but that's a consolation prize as JJH. They tried to do it in game 1 on the Xerath, but JJH was like, yo, let me show you how to play an artillery caster in game 2
was like
here.
That was just an E ult.
Yeah.
And then an auto attack. And
Attack
Titan was wiped off the face of the earth.
Buff. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. Holy cow. 16-2. I mean, what do you do at this point? It's got, by the way, doubled needlessly large rods. We're about to have a Rabadon's death cap. Yeah. I don't know why they stopped that, to be honest with you. I don't know what the call was for that, but there was only 2 members in the area.
Maybe no.
I mean, it's better, I guess, to play a little bit safer. Yeah, I think that was the play, but
yeah, just I mean, you don't really need to start it and then throw around it. You can let them start it like you just did.
Yeah,
and then beat them at it. Blue Water League 2's rating with 20. Welcome, everybody. I don't know who won. Who was on Blue Water League 2?
Let us know in the chat. It was New World and Business Time. So we're in game 2 right now.
Business
game
Time won. Congratulations.
Ooh, Business Time. Okay. All right. Congrats. Yeah, my prediction was right. Let's go.
Those people.
Fandro could be in a little bit of trouble. Kappa Crusader said, hey, what's up? Let's hang out a little bit. The taunt does come through. 14-13. This is a tank Shen, by the way. And it's going to be the ultimate damage coming out of Old Man Genetics. Kappa Crusader takes that kill. But that is a lot of resources in the bot lane. But they don't have the damage because the ADC in the mid lane has died in the bot lane to 2 Genetics and Kappa Crusader. That's a lot of damage in the Shen.
Yeah, that... It's crazy how much damage that Shen can do.
Speaking of a lot of damage, JJH has completed the Rabadon's death cap as well.
That he has. Let's see what he's sitting at. 587 ability power.
That's a lot.
It's a little bit of damage.
Just a little bit. All right, they're going for this Baron. Baron down to about half health. No one in the area to contest. So that will be a free Baron. 31-17. Kappa Crusader trying to run interference, but no one is there. So you're just hanging out. Dobbs, though, is walking up. Will face check into the Shen. Yep, the heal comes through from Insomniac. TF on the backside of that, though. And it will be a clean smite. Kappa Crusader in a 1v3 fighting the frontliner. Now, Dobbs does get an ult on a Genetics who goes golden. Bam will take that kill. But it's going to be... No one can stop this front line. Kappa Crusader's untouched pretty much. Black Eyed Peas is just running people down. It's a 2-man wrecking ball. There's no damage to follow up right now. Bam in trouble. Bam will get smited out. A triple kill to Zac in a 3v2. Shen and Zac taking down 3 members by themselves. You know the game is a little bit doomed when that happens. Attack Titan gets flashed on, exhausted up. JJH is now legendary. Vandal gets dropped on. The taunt doesn't come through, but the damage is there. 18-2. The ace, the middle inhibitor turret, and the inhibitor to drop, and they're looking to end the game.
It's probably the game. I was going to say on top of that, they're going to end it here. Yep. That's what happens when you build 4, 3.5,
Yeah.
I guess, if you don't
I
wanna
mean,
count
it was
Attack Titan
kind of a
AP.
troll comp, to be honest with you, and they paid the price in the end.
Yeah.
Double knockup, but the healing from Grand Feint is just too much. They're able to kite back. JJH gets another kill. Zach does pick up one on the backside of Grand Fate. JJH trying to kite backwards, but it's too little. It's too late. And Conduit Esports will see you in playoff.
A nice 2-0 for them, 37 minutes and then 30 minutes in the second game. Played very well. I think, owed heavily to AK's very odd drafting
Hmm.
in the 2 games that we saw. Um, so they jump to a 2nd seed with that.
Wow. Yeah,
So that is
that's a big leap for
pretty
them.
big for them,
Hmm.
going in 2-0 here. Business time, apparently they have one as well. Do
Hmm.
we have any word on Monkey's Water?
Not yet. But CB Rangers 2 Imperial Gaming. Aristocrats 2 0'd New Orleans Sports Mercury. Looks like Ibiza 2 0'd Clown Gaming Jesters. Rivals 2 0'd Little Monkeys Fire. That's a big one, actually.
Wow, that is big.
That might actually, no, they're in though, I think still, but yeah, that's rough. That's a real rough
There's a
way to end
lot
your.
happening tonight, man.
Yeah, it's a crazy night. Yeah. Actually, is Fire in for sure? No, they can still drop, actually.
Who has to win?
Business time
Oh, which they did.
and
So they're out.
aftermath. Oh no! It will. I don't know if we have the aftermath results yet, but if
Okay.
aftermath wins, I think Fire's out actually.
Oof, that is not great if you
This is
are
getting
Monkeys
wild.
World.
Yeah, definitely peep the match history channel throughout the evening as these teams do complete their series. But again, GG's over to both teams that participated. Unfortunately, AK Jasmine Dragons fell up short in week 7, were unable to clinch a playoff berth. But a huge congratulations to Conduit Esports as we will see them next week for playoff seeding. Thank you all for coming out. We hope you have a wonderful evening, and we will see you all back next week on the Gold broadcast for those playoff seeding games. Have a great night.
Bye. 1v1 tournament as well.
Oh,
This
yes.
Saturday?
This Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 1v1 tournament. Bring your friends. Doesn't matter if you're a player currently in the league or a viewer. Everyone is welcome this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 1v1 tournament. Be there or you're lame. Have a good
Big, be
night.
there or be square.